2 simple steps to build a business that you desire. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I find that for last 18 years as a consultant, as a holistic business consultant, I find that entrepreneurs keep on coming to me and they keep asking me the same question. How do I build my business? How do I get more leads? How do I make more sales? How do I build this empire that I want to build? How do I create a movement that I really want? And as they come to me and ask me these questions, what I find is that there are 2 simple things that they're simply not doing. Very first thing that I find, that constantly entrepreneur, I ask them, okay, entrepreneur, tell me, my friend, what is the goal that you have? They say, well, my goal is to be financially free. Fantastic. What does that really mean though? Well, I want to have a lot of money. Fantastic. So what does a lot of money mean? Well, I want to be a quadrillionaire. Okay. Some people will put out such a big dreams, and they're fantastic dreams and I love it. But the question is, what do you really want? Right? So I find that entrepreneurs and business owners just don't simply tap into that. What do you really want? Meaning they don't have a clear goal. See, in today's world, I find that it's not about a cliche of just having a goal, of having any kind of goal. It is important to have this specific goal, because the universe is listening to you. It has ears. It has, the universe is saying, hey, you know what, I'm ready to work. I'm working all the time for you. The question is, are you clear on what you want? And I find that that is not true. So what I find 9 times out of 10, the goal is not clear. So in today's world, let's talk about what does it really take in today's world to have a healthy business. Okay, I believe that it's important to understand how to what type of business is a healthy business, not just any business, healthy business. Because I've also met specifically CEOs and executives where they're making $1 million a year in the company, but they have no money. Question is that healthy business? Is that the goal that you they set out to be? So when you talk about having $1 million business, okay, many entrepreneurs say, well, I want to have $1 million business. Okay, great. Well, what really boils down to is that this is a fantastic thing that you have $1 million business. But the question is, what are your expenses, right? Expenses, like, they're out of control. If the expenses are out of control, and if expenses are also $1 million, guess what you have net result? So if I was to take this $1 million, okay, and I've seen this literally, okay, but I've seen $1 million, and then I'll see another, an expense, okay, of, let's say, $1,100,000, okay. But guess what? How much money you have left at their end? And this business owner is stressed out. They cannot make their bills. Okay, they're really like going every single day. They're negative $100,000 a year in revenue. Now, is this a business you want? So be careful on what you ask for, right? They say be specific. Well, people say I want $1 million business. The question is, what's a million? What type of $1 million business? Is it a $1 million business, or is it $1 million business that's actually profitable? Now imagine same business, okay, same $1 million business, and you flip the equation, you change the equation, and what you do is you go from a $1 million business, okay, over here, to expenses maybe, let's say, 200,000. All right, build a really solid business, healthy business. Okay, now you have $800,000 left over, my friend. You have 800 grand left over. You tell me, who is a better business owner? Business number A, where you're making $1 million, your expenses are 1.1 million, and having negative $100,000, meaning that you're going down by negative $10,000 a month, or having a business that actually is a profitable business. So one of the principles I found is, what I find is that people who are really successful in, whether it's in business, in life, or anything that they do, one of the key principles they have adopted, like you take a look at, like, Warren Buffett, for that matter. Okay, so Warren Buffett, one of the things is, what he says, okay, keep what you have, right? Rule number 1, keep what you have. Rule number 2, go back to rule number 1. So millionaires and billionaires and people who are really successful, they constantly do this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? They will keep going up, and they will make sure that the losses that they have are totally minimized. And I'll share this story with you where when we came here from India, me and my dad, I remember one time we didn't have any money. I was working at a Little Caesars Pizza, flipping pizzas, making $4.25 an hour. And my dad didn't really have a job yet. And I started to work. 2 weeks later, I started work at a gas station for $5.50 an hour. And I thought I was on the moon. I was like, whoa, I'm making $5.50 an hour. Woo! It was exciting. And as I was in that zone, one day I remember I went to Giant, okay, and we went to Giant and we bought milk. And but at that time, milk was like, I believe, 99 cents. And my dad handed $1 to the cashier, and the cashier said thank you, and the person didn't return money back to my dad. And my dad's like waiting and waiting, and we couldn't speak English. We had no knowledge of English. We just knew hi and bye, but we understood that we gave money, we are supposed to get 1 penny back. So the cashier started like looking at us and made fun of us because we could speak English, and for whatever reason. But that being said, right, my dad and we were like adamant about getting our penny because it was important to get our penny back. Right, it's important to learn how to conserve. In a business world, that principle applies. Many business owners just willy-nilly just spend the money, just invest the money here, we know so many there. And I find a lot of consultants, holistic minded entrepreneurs, I find so many of them that they are trying to make it, and they're investing money here, investing money there, investing money everywhere, and for whatever reason they're just having hard time. The reason being is that they are not understanding the clarity around their goal. What is the goal here? What is your goal? Is your goal to build $1 million business, $10 million business, $20 million business, $50 million business, $100 million business? Or is it goal to build a business that's actually profitable? It's a question that you should answer. Because ask yourself a one important question. If you were to buy your business, if you are the investor and you are going to buy your business, would you buy your business? And if the answer to that is no, then my friend, it's time to change. What do you think? I believe it's time for you to take the action that is necessary to take the game to the next level. Okay. And my friend, I'm going to invite you to something that is going to blow you away. Okay. Where if you're having a hard time having more leads and just talking to more people, I have this networking event I do once a week, every Wednesday. I do this networking event, and from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock Eastern time. And I would love to give you a it's completely free. You can come to the networking event. And in that networking event, I'm going to give you make sure that you have more followers on social media and more people that you can book appointments with. So go here in the comment section and you will find that. And if you feel like, okay, this is a good idea for me to learn how to build my business, I'm also going to place a link where you can book a call with me, for my website and things of that nature. Okay. So with that, man, I would love for you to go here at the bottom, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell icon, make sure you make a comment, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Okay, whatever you like to do, whatever reaction you want to give me, I would love one reaction from you as I deliver more meaningful content to you. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you and I love you very much. It is my wish to the universe that may it give you all the health, wealth, and happiness that you deserve. With that in mind, thank you so much. Namaste. And I'll see you in the next video.